You're listening to The Word on the Streets with Joe Bingham, Jason Tasker, and Raj Pujada.
Hello, welcome back. You alright?
Shouted that then.
Mate, last week I was so far away that I just wasn't even in the room. Welcome back everyone. Episode 10 now, I think this is. Raj is here, Joe's here. We've got a guest on this week as well. Mr. Ali Woods. Say hello, Ali.
Woods.
Give us a bit of an intro. Tell us what you're all about.
Why didn't you jazz him up there before you introduce
I don't need to jazz this guy up. He's big on TikTok.
Online sensation.
Is he what? Yeah, online sensation. That's the word that I was looking for. That was 2 words that I was looking for. Ali, tell us a bit about you.
Already.
And respected comedian. We'll add that in as well. Yeah.
How long's the podcast?
It's longer than your TikToks, mate. You got to be
yeah, longer than a lot of things. It's great to be here, guys. Appreciate how you're having me. And what's it called again? The World on the Street, of course. Yes, very nice. Love it. Love being here with Joe and the others. And it's great. No, honestly, thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it. This is great to see people on the circuit. I see these guys smash it every week on the circuit. I know it won't seem like that from the podcast, but you guys go watch these guys live. They're fantastic. And you can check me out on social media, Ali Woods Gigs.
Yeah, tell us about what you're doing at the minute, Ali.
Can I go?
No.
Yeah, also, you know what's mad though? This is like episode 10, and I think you're the first person, including us, who's plugged their own social media.
Don't mess about. That's why it works.
Tell us about the gig you're doing at the minute at Leicester Square. Obviously, a big
mate,
big
I tell
one.
you what, this gig. Have you heard of lovely little place, lovely little venue I like to call Leicester Square Theatre. 400-seater, almost sold out. Guilty as charged. Cough me up. But so I. Doing a show, Best Friend Ever, 7 p.m. April 6th of April.
What's it about?
Nice.
What's it about?
What's it about? What's it not about, mate? It's about life, love. It's about comedy. It's about giving people a good time. They paid my good money on Thursday bank holiday weekend, so big one afterwards. See you in Tiger. And it's about mental health, because I don't think a lot of comedians are talking about it.
No, you don't.
That is true. You've had a niche in the market. Yeah,
I think the problem is, men especially need to start talking about their mental health.
I think you probably caught like the start of it, haven't you? Just wait till everyone jumps on.
Yeah, everyone will be coming up with their own mental health problems. I think it's not even my mental health. I'm slagging off a mate.
That's all right then.
Yeah, that's what unique about it. Everyone's going, oh, my mental health's bad. Try talking about someone else for a change. Jesus Christ.
I will say though, it's because I think some people here like, it's about mental health, and I think it's going to be quite preachy. Yeah. But I saw the Work in Progress in Angel, and then kind of saw
that with you actually.
Yeah. And
Bro, I wasn't even invited, you know.
Well, listen, it was advertising, bro. How about you just use some initiative? But it's very, very good. And then obviously you sold out your Edinburgh run as well. So, you know, the numbers don't lie.
It's not why I do it.
Why do you do it?
That's a good question. That's what the critics said in Edinburgh. I think... haven't we had enough of this? I mean, he's funny, but... So, what's the point? So, I do it because I think we all do it, because we can't do anything else.
True.
If we were skilled at other things, do you think we'd be doing this? There's I think, a thing in comedians' brains that feel like they can never be comfortable, and you always got to be making jokes and doing this stuff. Is that?
Yeah, and I always wanted to be a rapper, if anything.
Yeah, I thought that when I met you.
But can you imagine? Like, realistically, can you imagine?
Write bars.
Nah, I never tried any
You
of
have a
it.
rap name.
Yeah.
Nah, I never
He's
tried.
lying, you know.
I never tried any of it. But like a musician.
So you just thought, I want to be a rapper, and you did nothing to pursue
Well,
it.
musician was the first thing. But the reason was, so you know, with comedy, it's like...
You comfortable, Joe?
It's because this is dangling, isn't it? So I'm just trying to try it. So you know with comedy, like you could tell the same set kind of... You could do 5 shows in the week and do the same jokes every night.
Yeah, or you could do that for 4 years.
Yeah, but that's your model, so that's fine. You're right. You need to change your opener from "So I've just turned 21." But you could just have one night where they just decide that they don't think you're very funny. But if you're a good singer, no one can. They might not like your songs, but no one can argue that you've got a good singing voice. Like, comedy is such a subjective thing. Most people are terrified at the prospect of doing it, so it's quite weird that we've all just gone, we'll have a stab at it, we'll give it a go.
Yeah, well, I think we're crazy for it.
A little bit.
Unloved.
Unloved, you reckon?
Potentially.
I think I was very loved. I think I'm very loved. I think I'm still quite pampered.
Would you not get bored if you were like a musician though? Like say you like the Rolling Stones and you get to like the end and you're still doing the same songs that you were doing 40 years ago. So surely that's
the trade-off. That's the trade-off. Because in comedy, people always want to hear you say new stuff. So there's that nice thing of trying out new stuff, and it's daunting because you're used to like doing well with your old stuff. With music, yeah, you go with your new album, and they're just like booing it.
Shit.
They want you to play the old albums. Because I'm going to Arctic Monkeys this summer. Life's going well. I'm going to Arctic Monkeys this summer. Emirates Stadium. Huh?
VIP?
I paid quite a lot for those tickets. If anyone wants them, but I imagine it's going to be like that there because their new album, I don't think fans like that sort of
I quite like it though. I quite like that.
Well, I don't think this is what I heard after Tranquility Base Hotel Casino was that after that one at that gig, what was that?
Yeah, it's just Raj. Whenever you saw anyone starts talking about like music, which is like.
I don't know.
Decent. He doesn't know anything about it.
Were you going to say white?
Yeah.
Well, we've got Joe Bingham white rapping.
That is true. That is true.
Carry on. But anyway, so their recent out, a lot of stuff's a lot slower, and their old stuff is like big party rock anthems, like right. And so apparently at the last tour, people were like just getting up, going to the toilet and stuff during that, and singing over their songs. So they were playing some from new album, and they were just singing their old songs over it. Like,
imagine someone heckling you with like one of your old jokes while you're trying.
That's like the ultimate crowd narcissism.
People like do that joke.
Yeah, you do get that. Yeah.
Michael McIntyre's a bit on that about the guy who wants him to do that bus joke when they walk the bus route.
It was like Jim Gaffigan, was it? Is like the Hot Pockets bit that he has to do like at the end of every set.
And like
I've never had a bit that people want to hear again.
You'd be like, I'm gonna do this bit now. You're on board. You're gonna be like, what?
Well, you've got a similar issue now, haven't you? You're coming up to the dreaded second album, as they call it in the music biz. You've done your first show. Now you've got to work on your second one.
I love it, man.
So you don't feel the same pressure as the musicians.
I love the new stuff, man. I'm really good at coming up with loads of ideas. The problem is that none of them are good. That's the issue, right? But I don't have that issue of, I'm struggling to get it. But I got loads of new bits I want to say all the time. I love doing the work in progress. I love them to bits. Like I do like as long as I can, and then as long as they'll let me, I'll just do new bits. But so I don't have that problem. But I think it's hard to hone it. You know, like your first show, like you guys will experience for your first show, you've got every material you've ever written at your disposal, so you can just say what. Like picking out of all these bits that you've honed over years, you know. My first show I ended up doing probably 7 years, almost 7 years after sort of started like doing open mic, and so I had lots of like material to go through. But then at the same time, you know, like that's why we do it, innit? Because you got to love the process. Like if you love getting applauded and laughed at and crushing it nights, that's how you become, as we said, like about those comedians who just drive around doing the same 20 that crushes but it's generic. But you got to like love the process of writing new stuff and not doing well and dying and then going again.
Have you found it though, like the transition between someone watching you online and then maybe they come and watch you in person? And I think your stuff's a little bit like more edgier than your online stuff. It is though, isn't it?
Mental health.
That's even what. Yeah, I know. But in terms of the actual general, like
a lot of slurs in there.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say it. I won't let. I say all the words, mate. That's what people.
But do you ever get people coming up to you after the gig like, that was a bit?
Sometimes I never get that, but sometimes I get people who clearly can't speak English that well come up to me after the gig and go like, "Thank you," and I'm like, "What did you get out of that?"
Well, they just found you on TikTok where it's subtitles.
Subtitles, yeah. And like,
really?
It's to understand. Sometimes it's faces, sometimes it's music.
Maybe you could pay for it to be overdubbed. I think that would be quite good, wouldn't it?
Like, or they're just sitting at the back of the room going, "When's he going to put a wig on?"
Yeah, I've told you that about that before. Though I think that's what some people come to the shows for the stand-up shows, that they don't know what they're going to
I think you're like a prop comic or something like that.
I don't know, like a sort of sketch comedian who's going to come on.
Well, you're probably reaching out to people that never been to stand-up, but they're like, now they go because of you.
Yeah, they've never seen comedy before. And they think, this guy's hilarious. And so I've just got to keep them in my bit and not let them see anyone else.
Some would argue they still haven't seen comedy.
What are you talking about? This guy's the messiah. He's bringing people in.
I'm bringing them in.
You're pushing them away. Come on.
I'm bringing them in. They never come back. That's the thing about my audience. I'll tell you what you know about my audience. Never come back. One's enough for them. That's how good at comedy you are sometimes. They think nothing's going to beat that.
No, the overseas people are my favourite as well, though, because they got no filter. Imagine I came off stage at South London somewhere, and she went, "Oh, Mr. Packy Man, you're very funny." I was like,
That was a promoter, was it? Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then another comic is like ready to defend me.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I'll leave it. And he's like, no, I got to say something.
Yeah.
And then she
If you
went
like
on.
Tim, follow me. I mean, more ethnic. You know what I mean?
And then she went into this massive story about her husband dying, and I was like, do you know what? I'm just gonna let her have that one.
Oh really? What the fan went into that story?
Yeah. Telling the other.
Do you not think that's weird when people do like?
And then when she left, she went, "Bye, Packy Man," and I was like, "All right, cool."
Lesson learned. Yeah.
But at least she followed you.
I guess I'm not going to.
I'm glad your husband's dead.
dying.
Dead now.
Might be dead now. I'm not going to Hungary. I know that much. Not going hungry either.
But yeah, I've seen it. I've been at gigs before when people have bought their friends, like a group of women or a group of men, and they'll bring someone with them that is grieving.
Yeah.
And then they'll bring them to watch comedy. I find that like a little bit weird, like
Yeah, I agree with you.
because you're going to be bringing up a lot of topics that are going to trigger them.
I want a nice audience, mate. I want you to be already there.
Let's talk about relationships. Let's talk about mental health. Let's talk about death. Oh, they're all three things that contributed to my husband putting a gun to his head. You know?
The first time I got a message from someone, I did a weekend at Vauxhall, and they messaged me afterwards and said, "Oh, you've definitely made a fan this week, and I really needed that. I was going through a lot, and you really pulled me through it." And I was like, I just chat shit on stage, like, yeah, no, you know what it was like. Yeah.
No, it was round at her house like about half an hour later.
Yeah, turns out it was a scam bot.
Yeah.
But I didn't reply because to us it's just quite a normal thing to do, isn't it? We just do it so often. No, I did, but like I didn't really know initially. Yeah, I was the final straw. I was their 13th reason why.
Why is this account deactivated?
This is such an embarrassing DM all week. It's so weird.
Just like, what the hell? Yeah, but I was just taking the piss out of people on stage all weekend, and from that you've taken joy. Like, okay, fair enough. I just said thanks and kept it moving. But
then we can be a bit heartless as comics because we get so desensitized to comedy. For some people, like I remember I did this gig and the MC was talking to this couple and they said they just had kids recently and it was their first night out in 2 years and they got a babysitter and they come to comedy and you got to think your first night out in 2 years they decided to come to comedy. But for us, we're like, comedy's fucking shit.
And the MC called him a cunt. It went viral.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. MC destroys couple album first.
Do you reply to all the DMs?
No, I can't. Man. I used to. I used to be like, oh, mate, not me. Nah, I can't. Unfortunately, wish I could. Where's the wish camera? Wish I could.
You've got. Have you found your? I suppose like the demographic that you've built on it, because when I went to the Work in Progress in Angel, it was really interesting. I think you had like 2 separate hen parties in the Work in Progress that was there. Like it was such an eclectic group of people, but it was such an eclectic group of people. There was like a hen party here, a hen party there. They were very clearly like they'd been steaming. Then they went to watch the show, but they actually behaved. I was looking at it thinking this might be a car crash. And they paid attention all the way through.
All the time when I go on stage.
He messaged me about
Did one of them get carried out? I'm sure one of them got carried out because they were steaming.
At the end.
Oh, that's the one I
but they had the
invited to.
decency to let Ali finish his show before. Yeah. But it's such a... Because I think some people walk into a room and they can like make preconceptions about their audience as well. But you had like older, younger, like big groups of people.
Yeah.
That's just a lot of KA going back up there. We'll edit that out.
That's all because you're being so serious. This is like an interview moment.
I know. I'm trying to be the new Jeremy Paxman in a pink fleece. But is it like is that something that you've noticed has changed because you've like done so much online and stuff like that, and you've just picked
no one used to turn up, so it's good to just have an audience. But I think what's good is that whether it's because I agree with you, Jason, my stand up is slightly different to the sketches. So maybe they won't feel the stand-up as much, but what's good is that you've got people in the room who have a similar sense of humour. Like my sketches are quite silly and they're just trying to be like relatable and soft and fun and stuff like that. And so you'll get people who are into that. So I don't know where like their demographics and backgrounds are, but like at least they have that. Like I've never had gone there and then it been like a tough crowd. Like they just have that. But yeah, I don't know. What I'm finding more nowadays is because I had originally because I think some British meme stuff blew up. So I had like people come in who were non-native English speakers who lived in the UK, and a lot of them will come. But now it's like changing into more just like native British people.
Getting the lads in.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Ali's next show is proper Brexit.
It's got to lean in, haven't you?
Yeah. But that's quite interesting. I think also what I'm seeing now is some people coming who've seen shows coming back to shows. So that's nice because at first it was just everyone going like, I saw you on Instagram and I wanted to. And sometimes I feel like for people, if I just turn up, say hi to them, they're happy. They're just like for £5 or whatever work in progress thing. They're like, oh great, I got to meet him. That's it.
Because you guys are celebrities now. Like you get big on TikTok, you get big on Instagram. Like,
well, I'm not big on these things, but it's nice to have some followers on those. But yeah, and what's cool is like obviously you get recognised and stuff. And what's great about the level of fame I'm at is I never get recognised by people who don't like me, which I think when you get bigger. True. There'll be people, aren't you a comedian? You're fucking shit, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
that's
whereas
true.
now, because I'm not that big, people who go, oh, I've seen your stuff, you know. But what I get a lot of is, you on Instagram or something like that. And they don't know who I am.
Do you ever pretend you're not?
Sometimes I have on like nights out, especially with blokes, they're a bit drunk, and like, I swear I know you from somewhere. And I go, I don't know what it'd be. You know? There's this one guy who's like, I swear, would you? Do we play football against each other? I was like, might have been that, you know. Might have been that. Finsbury Park. Yeah, probably was. Yeah.
Have you had any nutters recognise you yet? Because I've got a friend who went like really took off on TikTok and rapidly got to like 1 million followers just very, very quickly. And she was like, oh, I was on a bus the other day and the bus was completely empty. And this man just got on the bus, came and sat next to me and then just went, I follow you.
Well, I reckon it's different. I reckon it's different for women, though.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I'm not caught that bus again either.
No.
So.
Yeah, he wasn't even talking about social media. He was just narrating his life. I follow you. Oh, God. Well, I mean, not again. Yeah, I think it's different because, like, as a guy, I think you just feel like there's less of that behaviour from women. I had one lady who came to a work in progress show. She came in late, and I sort of made a joke about it. Everyone pissed themselves, standing ovation standard. And then afterwards I left, and she came up to me and was like, "Oh, I didn't pay. Like I came here late." And I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. You know, I'll give back." And
I'm done with you.
and it's a serious podcast. And so, guys. so I just let her have the show for free, and then I said maybe there's some other arrangement. I didn't say that. So
that's the one we'll clip.
Charity begins at home. My home.
Yeah. So anyway, I had a couple of mates who'd come to the show. So I had one drink with them at the pub, and she was sat on a bench nearby on her own at the pub outside with like a glass of wine and a book. And I thought at first I was a bit like, okay, is this going to be weird? But I was like, well, she's allowed to watch the show and then have a glass of wine, read a book. And then so I left, got on the train.
A bit weird, though.
Well, so I left, got on a train.
And also, she didn't pay, and then she was sat outside drinking on a bench. Was this a homeless woman who walked into your show, Ali?
It's my crowd. Yeah, that's why she didn't pay.
She just wanted shelter.
So I'll take them wherever, man. Bums on seats.
Bums on
good
seats.
Good content. Homeless man comes into my comedy show on TikTok. So then I get on the train back, and it's like overground, and so I'm sitting there. And like a couple of stops go past, and then I see her walking down the train. So I'm like, "What? How have you like got on this train at the same time as me? Because I didn't see you on the platform. Like you didn't leave with me. So like you must have, I don't know, like dashed onto it at some point or." So she's coming down and she's sort of giving me like a little wave, and I'm like, "Oh fucking hell, here we go." And then I'm like, "Hello." And then she's like, "Can I sit next to you?" And I go, "Yeah, cool." And I'm thinking, how many stops we got here? And she goes, "Oh, I really enjoy this show." I'm like, "Yeah, classic." And then she goes, "I'm thinking of maybe starting comedy myself." I'm like, "Oh, that's okay." No, but that's okay. I'm like, "That's okay. Okay, cool." That's why she's being nervous. That's why she's acting weird. She wants to talk about comedy. She doesn't know how to. So I was like, "Oh, great, that's cool." So I started giving her like these gigs she could maybe go to and stuff. And we're talking about. I'm like, "Oh, it's great. You want to do that?" Blah blah. And then my stop's coming up. I'm like, "Okay, I'm about to go." And then she's like, "And so like, was it true what you were saying? Do you actually have a girlfriend? I'm like, oh, okay, we're back. She ain't got any idea. She don't want to do any comedy, Rob. She don't want any comedy.
Reeled you back in, boy.
You're like, baby, not tonight.
Yeah. So then I went, oh yeah, it is. Yeah, thinking like, stops coming up. And then she went, and is it monogamous? And I was like, yeah, it is. And she went, oh, what? In 2022? I went, yeah. And she went, oh, fine. And just got off next stop. I don't even know what was her stop or not. And that was like, she was so bait about it. She was like, not like, oh, okay, well, that's a shame. She was just like, is it monogamous? Yes. What? Like, why? And then walked off. Oh, but
I hate when women throw themselves at me at comedy shows.
And I've seen it's exhausting for you.
Yeah,
it's not why we do it.
No,
it's not why we do it.
It's when they say that. It's when they say that whip out the front. You know what I mean? That Hyundai.
Yeah.
Whatever the
When they know
fuck
that
it
man's
is.
fully electric. That's when.
These non-drivers been cussing me about my first car.
It's a shocker, mate.
What is it? The car you got now?
No.
I was thinking I've been in that car though.
No, I think I got a different one now.
Yeah. Is it fun being back in?
No, it's about an eighth of the size of his current car.
Do you used to have any run-ins with Green Gang?
Green Gang?
Yeah.
Who's Green Gang?
That's Wood Green Gang, man. That was one of my school. People were like, are you in Green Gang?
Ali,
Like,
you are everything I hate about a man, you know? You are, from the ends, I know the school you went to,
Yeah.
you ginger.
Yeah.
I like that about you though, Luke.
Thank you.
But you are a Man United fan.
Yes.
Are you happy this season?
I'm having a great time.
And that's what I hate you.
It's great, man. I was in Barcelona last week.
Good game as well.
Yeah,
That was a
great
good
game.
game.
Did a couple of gigs out of those. Well, did a gig for some Man United fans. Tried doing material. Nada. Started slagging off our previous managers and loved it.
Oh, well, it's easy pickings. Like choose one.
Literally, I
Like,
just did impressions of all of them for like
did you do
5
like
minutes.
a 2 hours? Was it?
Yeah.
10 years? What?
How long did you spend on Giggsy?
No manager since Ferguson, right? Ain't one shit.
No, they have. Yeah. Van Gaal won FA Cup and
Oh, yeah.
won.
No.
Prem.
No
Sorry.
Greenwood material. No.
I did actually start with a Greenwood joke. No, I mentioned him earlier and people were like, whoa, and they loved it.
Yeah, he just brought him back.
Is he
Don't
still
bring him
playing
back.
for
No,
them?
we don't want him to be brought back.
I was slagging them off for like being all City sports washing project, that doesn't matter, Newcastle, what a disgrace, never be my club, and then Qataris for 50 billion, sorry. Yeah, go on then. Well, it's different, isn't it? It's different
Football
actually.
fans are
'Cause
so
it's not,
fickle.
Yeah.
We've got heritage.
Yeah. We're not,
Oh.
because we could survive, so we don't need these.
Yeah, it's
but
not.
if we have them,
It's
then
not actually the
fine,
royal
yeah.
family. It's different. It's private money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
private
had it
money,
for a
because he's
while.
knocked
Yeah,
our
yeah.
states. That's factually incorrect. That actually.
Yeah,
so.
it's classic. Like I don't know whether you know much about the Forest owner, but he was allegedly a massive like drug smuggler. Like he got stopped. He got stopped like a freight package got stopped, and it was like the biggest shipment of heroin in Europe, like on a ship.
Yeah. And Michi Batshuayi in there as well. That's
On loan until the end of the season. And then we loaned him out to Olympiacos, and I just didn't know why we did that.
With his pockets lined.
And Andy took the heroin with him. Like, what's going on, Michi?
brought in so many players, mate.
So many players.
But yeah, but then there was this massive case.
MC's their tracksuit. They got so much chance. Oh, on you go, mate.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, we have to go to training now. Fuck off, mate.
It's like, look, we're signing you for 12 million, but you got to take 50 million's worth of heroin over with you. It's like, okay,
It's
like,
like
is
the
this a
Wolf of
deal?
Wall Street. They're just sellotaping it.
It's a new position on Football Manager. You take over Nottingham Forest, you can just sign a mule. You just bring him in, ship
But
him
like
out.
this
Box
shipment,
coke dealer.
this shipment got like stopped like halfway in the Mediterranean or whatever fucking sea they were in, and basically then it went to court, and before it actually got to the trial, there was about 10 different people that got killed off, all related, like they were stopping at the lights in Dubai, and then they just got shot in the head.
Randomly, randomly.
So pretty mental. But we love you, Marinakis. Please stay.
At least you've got
I
Jesse
believe you.
Lingard.
Yeah,
So
Jay
what is it?
Lings. Jay Lings,
Zero
isn't it?
goals, 0 assists, 26 milli rocks so far this
Is that what it
season.
meant for
And he's still
killing it.
Yeah, mate. But you support West Brom.
Yeah, flying, mate. Well, I
Where?
don't know. We're playing in half hours. So
Oh
we'll
yeah,
see.
okay.
We'll see.
You're not flying. You're what, mid-table championship?
Yeah, we're like
That
2
is
points off
flying.
playoffs, mate.
Oh, is it? It's quite tight.
Yeah.
When it was in the Prem.
Yeah, I remember. It was awful. It was just week in, week out, being like, oh, at least we got a scrappy draw against Bolton. You know what I mean? Like that's no life. That's no existence. The highlight of West Brom being in the Prem was when Pardew took him down, and he took him to Barcelona for team building, and he got them all drunk at a meal. Left his jacket there. They tried doing a runner from the meal, and he left his jacket there and had to go back and pay for it all. This is the manager. And
Dine and dash.
Yeah, and then a few of the lads, and it was the senior players. It was like, I think it was like Ben Foster, Craig Dawson, James Morrison, like all like the club captains tried to get in a taxi to take him to tried to get in a taxi to take him to a McDonald's drive-through, and he said nah. So they just robbed his taxi.
I remember that. Yeah, they robbed his taxi.
Team building, got relegated. Good times. Good times.
Just living up to Birmingham life, boy.
Yeah,
Podgy
been there
was
too
a
long.
saucy guy though, isn't it, man? Did he sleep with one of his players' wives at Southampton or something? That was
Wouldn't
the
surprise me.
alleged
Who
rumour.
did that?
That was the
Podgy.
rumour.
I love watching him two-step in Wembley. Against City in the final.
That was against United.
Was it? And then just to concede like 2
What was
minutes
that,
later.
2016 or something like that?
Yeah. What happened when I would do my first job at the office, right? I had my laptop and I was like, what am I going to do for the screensaver, like the background? Because everyone had this background and I was like, I don't know what to fucking do. Then we won the FA Cup. So I was like, I'll just put them winning it on the FA Cup. Then we won the League Cup like a few months later. And I was like, put them on the League Cup winners. Then we won the Europa League a few months later. And I was like, I'm going to have to change my background every 6 months. And then I worked there for another 6.5 years and we didn't win anything. Every day I was logging in, seeing like Juan Mata and Antonio Valencia being like, "Yay, Europa League!" You know? Matteo.
Do you know when you
Darmian.
turned the screen off, but it like burnt the image into it because it had been there for that long?
Yeah. It's one of those, man. It's so silly. But that's good times now, man. It's cracking. So yeah, can't complain. Have you done gigs abroad outside of UK?
Norway.
yet, no.
I've done Norway, that's it.
I think
Oh,
I'm doing
Norway.
Dubai.
How was that?
It was alright actually. Yeah, I did Oslo with Pernilla Harland and Viggo Venn. It was nice. It was like a lot of like expats and like foreign speakers and stuff like that. I also did some shows to people who could only speak Norwegian. That was fascinating.
How did
You
that
did
go?
a show. You speak Norwegian?
No, they can just about speak English.
Funny enough,
Best
the
gig of
Norwegian
his life.
accent and the Birmingham accent is identical.
Yeah.
So they pick it
Yeah,
up.
just nonsense. I literally just spent 10 minutes telling them how, to me, they sounded like The Sims. And they found
And
it.
they didn't understand
No,
it.
they found it quite amusing. But
Did the Sims make noises?
yeah, they spoke in Simlish.
I don't think I've played the Sims.
No, you're missing out.
We had girlfriends and stuff like that.
We was from Northwest. We was from the hood.
No, don't worry. I played. I didn't have a girlfriend.
Joe's there
really.
building a pool, taking the ladder out, and
I saw-
going, "Yeah, feel like me."
I saw Raji's first car. You didn't have. You didn't have girls to worry about. Bro.
On the Sims, I just used to like surround myself with a wall and burn myself most of the time.
Wow.
I've stopped like a chip pan fire. And
Why?
Then it's just
I feel like you played Football Manager.
better than harming myself, isn't it?
You know what? I only played one game. I played 2011 Football Manager. And I was so addictive. I was like, I can't play this.
Do you know what's mad?
What?
I still play it now.
You still play now? Yeah.
I'm
But it's
on-
so
I'm on-
addictive, right?
Yeah, and
What year I'm on?
It'll tell you like how long, like it'll say like change your clothes and stuff
Guess
like that
what year-
when you save the
Does it?
game. Yeah, like
Oh
because
my
you've
God.
it will tell you how long you've been on there.
I think it
Grim.
says log off and go outside at one point.
Really?
I'm on 2037.
What's the
Wow.
message that it says?
Oh,
What in the latest one in 2023 Football Manager?
2022 this one is. What does it say?
Yeah, like it gives you a little message on it when you save your game. On
It makes you
Steam, I
angry
think,
though.
anyway.
It's not a
Just
good.
get rid of that. You should turn that off for the sake.
I feel like the
Mum
joy of
mode.
winning on like Football Manager doesn't
Just as-
like get away from the pain of losing a game.
Just says addicted.
Yeah,
Game
addicted.
time 7 days 7 days 15 hours and 36 minutes.
Wait, are you playing it on your phone as well?
Yeah. Obviously,
That's
I'm
why,
not.
yeah.
Are you
honestly,
alright?
7 days.
7 days straight of game time.
Yeah. You doing alright?
Yeah.
No, but are you okay? Ali's the expert on mental health here.
Yeah. I've got a show that would speak to you.
Yeah, maybe you could incorporate him. Is that show finished? That one?
Yeah, I'm going to bring Sado up. Come on. Raj. He's a comedian as well. Raj, up you get.
It just pains me how quickly you agreed with Ali as well, and Ali tried getting you out of it, going, "We had girlfriends and that," and you went, "Big man, and you're still playing it for a week straight."
Don't be a hater.
Did anyone have girlfriends when they were a teenager? Because I think that in parallel with comedy doesn't really work. Like if someone that was like successful romantically when they were a teenager.
I had one
I
when
don't see a lot of
I was
people-
15, and she cheated on me, and then after
Did
that,
she?
I
At
just
15?
I became a villain.
Yeah.
What did she do?
Incel vibe.
She cheated on me.
Was you
I was
Joe
sick.
Bingham we see now, or was the glow up after that?
Nah, bro, you should see my driving license, man. I looked about 15 until I was about 25.
Do you have delayed puberty?
Nah, not really. Nah, it was like I had a mad growth spurt, but I just like couldn't grow a beard. Trim was dead.
Yeah.
Now trim's still dead and the beard's a bit dead, but it's all there. You know what I mean? I'm getting there.
Jason's just nodding like, yeah.
One day.
One day I'm gonna do that.
If you're not watching this on the YouTube, guys, you got to, because Jason's rocked up with.
Jason's gone from trying to harm himself on The Sims to actually harming himself in real life by bleaching
it's
his
like
hair.
I wasn't allowed to dye my hair when I was younger, so
Are you going for a different colour?
I'm thinking about doing it pink in summer.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
We're actually not recording through the summer, so it's all right.
So what happened after? So she cheated on you. How long were we together?
I can't remember. It was like
Push it down.
for a fair bit of like year 11, I think.
Ooh,
With someone you know.
crucial year.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Is it with one of those when it was like 22-year-old estate agent or something?
It was one of them where like my
Yeah.
mum was a bit older, but they worked in the same shop. Yeah,
What, and she was
yeah.
15?
Nah, she was 16 by this point.
Okay.
Yeah. And he would have been like 18, I think.
Rocked up in his Audi TT.
Probably, like
You
a
have them
like
down
a
at your
Corsa.
school?
Definitely a Vauxhall Corsa.
Do you have them guys at your school that would rock up after school in their whips?
Yeah, and they were like 18.
Oh, yeah, you went to... Yeah, I was about to
They
say your
left school a
there,
long
bro.
time ago.
The dads did, to pick up and be like, when are you going to be a doctor, bro?
Did you feel any... Because I know where you went to school. A very good school.
Yeah,
Did you
very
feel
good.
any...
Don't go on about it. But
Did you feel any...
it didn't cost anything like this. Just had to be smart.
I know exactly where he went as well. It's a very good school.
Yeah.
Did you not feel any pressure that they were like, nah, no comedy. You got to go do this.
Are you projecting? Because your family definitely thought you were going to be a doctor or a dentist or something.
No, I think they gave up on me years ago, man.
Who needs a doctor and a dentist?
I think when I said I wanted to be a barber. Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
So when was the last time you went to one, bro?
Saturday.
But you want to be one? Saturday for what?
Saturday.
Just trim the ends off.
Yeah, to keep it
Nah,
healthy.
man, get the sides back shaved, man.
Nah, what the fuck, man? This is professional.
Okay.
Cool.
I think it looks good.
Thanks, man.
No worries, bro. Can I get a lift?
When you go back to North West. No.
But what happened to the barber dream?
Oh, my dad said no.
Oh, right, okay.
£90 for the course as well. I could have been a sick barber.
£90
What, for £90
for a barber
I think?
call.
You would have been a great barber as well, because you're great chat. You chat to people all the time.
Yeah.
I like chatting to people. I like my barber quiet.
Do you?
Yeah, uber quiet, barber quiet. We all got stuff going on. If they want to chat about something, I'm up for that. But if it's just like, how's it going? If they're asking me to chat, then
But do you not have the same barber since you was a kid?
no.
Oh, you switch it up all the time?
Yeah,
I do think you need loyalty though when you go to a barber.
I've known mine for years.
Yeah. Do you go to the same one every time?
No. So I used to go to one in Mill Hill, Claudio, and he worked in Tony and Vince's, and I used to go there. And then he set up his own shop in Mill Hill Broadway, so I did go to that one. So I had that at that time. But then when I moved out, I just go to like a good one round my end.
But the same one.
The same one, yeah.
And
now.
the same barber.
No.
Oh,
not the
that's
same
mad.
barber.
I got to
But I don't know
one
who's gonna
guy.
be there. But yeah, because how long for?
20 years, maybe?
Wow, yeah.
20 years. My man's just watched it fall apart for 20 years. That's magic.
He's seen every hairdo I've ever had.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. And he's still waiting for the day that you know that picture of you on your Instagram at Lord Raj, where you're in the suit.
I
at the
know-
wedding
I know the exact
with that.
photo that
He's
you're thinking
waiting
about,
for you
yeah.
to come in and go, give me that
Yeah,
trim
that was
again,
a good one.
because
Yeah.
that was the
It
trim.
was like the fade pony.
that was
Well,
the
like all the
that was
faded pony.
that was the trim.
That's
Man.
on your Bumble, innit? That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got a Cane Road one.
Had a bit of
Really
Erling
good.
Haaland
That's the
about
trim,
it.
man. He's waiting for the day that
Prolific.
you come in, and he's gonna be like, I knew this
yeah.
was coming.
The prodigal son.
Nah, there's
Finally
more
returned.
time, more chance of me cutting it all off, to be honest.
I cannot imagine
Buzz
you
cut.
with like
Yeah.
like
I've had
Jason's
it.
trim.
So they shave it and then they get the bick out.
Can't imagine it.
The pen.
Anyway, yeah, tune
Then
in
he
for
said,
that.
nah, they make
Yeah,
razors and
We
lighters.
do it live.
So they draw it in.
Can we do it live if you shave your head?
If I shave it, yeah. There's got to be something in it for us, though.
Didn't you say if we get to a certain amount of followers, you'll shave your head?
I'd not say that.
129.
I think you did at some point.
A million followers, I shave my head.
Right, shall we do a would you rather question?
Oh, this is what we do. You got Would You Rathers now.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
you know I'm the king of Would You Rathers.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You-
not
every,
really.
every time Raj says he's the king of something else, every time I go Angel, they always go on about hiding that elf. when
Yeah,
you're-
that's me as well, yeah. It's
What's
been
that,
going on
elf?
for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Angel, they hide this elf on a shelf.
Or the one that's behind the bar.
Yeah, and I look for it. But it's like we've gone past Christmas. It's 2 years deep now. And it's just,
They love it though.
they do. I'm struggling these days. I've only not found it twice. I'm very good at it.
Okay. Well done.
Thanks. Comedy's
I've got no stickers for it.
Right, would you
Yes.
have a question? This actually was asked by you online, Raj.
Oh, was it?
By the king.
And it was it turned out 51-49.
Why are you telling the result? Don't tell us the options, which way it went then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
You
I'm
can
not.
see it.
But
It's light-hearted.
I'm saying
Oh,
it's like
it's close.
It's
Yeah,
close.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
close.
okay.
It's not one where it's like a landslide. Would you rather change your name to Adolf Hitler, or never eat your favourite food again?
Adolf, what are you saying?
That's a good one to reinvent Adolf Hitler, to back yourself. Like Madonna. Like no one thought Madonna could be more famous than the Madonna from the Bible. But
Yeah.
she did it.
Mad.
She
Didn't even know there was a
surpassed-
Madonna in the Bible, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's how she did it. Turns out we're living in a world of sin and everyone forgot about the Bible.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're listening to this, grow up and fucking read the Bible. Get some
No, we're
actual-
not Bible pushing here.
Get some. So what? Is
Why are
this
we
not-
Bible pushing?
Oh no, Jason said he was going to read the Quran the other week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Still not got around to it.
He was gonna
What's
read
her
the
name?
That bird in it. Like,
See his foreskin on the chopping board.
Oh no.
Hey,
So yeah, but you could back yourself to just maybe I could make that name.
Adolf.
I'm going to bring it back.
Like the way Homer Simpson has done with Homer, one of the greatest philosophers and writers of all time.
But in fairness,
now culturally less relevant than a cartoon.
I feel like you're pretty angry about this by the sounds of it.
I think it's a disgrace.
but Homer the poet and Madonna from the Bible didn't drag their names through the dirt quite like Adolf from the war, you know.
Well,
It-
depends what side you're on, mate.
If history told us there's anything, it's that
Wait,
don't
wait,
believe
wait, wait.
everything you read.
Do you guys not like Adolf? I'm going to be like Kanye on podcast. That's okay on.
I don't know. Maybe I need to get a more well-rounded opinion on. I've not read Mein Kampf before.
But you're
Is
in
that
the
on
Quran.
anyone's
But you're
reading
in the
list?
Quran. Interesting.
yeah.
That
So-
woke society we're in.
So,
So,
were you just saying then? Were you just saying then? I need to get a better opinion. I've not read Mein Kampf. But you're familiar with his work, like you are aware.
Yeah, but-
You didn't let him finish for ages. You just
You didn't let me
I read
finish
that
it.
one for a while.
I know Raj is into conspiracy theories, aren't you, Raj? So
No.
That's what he wants you to think.
What, do you reckon he was...
no,
No.
he wasn't a decent
Okay.
bloke, was he?
Well, you know what?
Good painter, though. Good painter.
The topics here. Adolf Hitler, good bloke or shit bloke?
Would you rather go for a pint for him? Or?
Yeah. But remember, guys, that's only our opinion. Go to you on the polls. Vote now. But then also my favourite food is probably steak, and so I'd probably give that up because it's probably good to eat less meat in it. So
Yeah,
Give up steak.
Yeah,
I think Adolf is actually an all right name if you take away who it belongs.
Yeah, it's
imagine calling your kid Adolf Pujar or whatever,
Yeah.
and then he's going to school. Man, it's going
it's
to be
the only
Nazi
name.
coup.
Yeah.
It's the only name where both of them, Adolf and
Nazi
Hitler, are going to be shit. Even if you only had half of it, it's
Oh,
just
yeah, shit, you
equally
got the
shit.
full name. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like even if it's just half of the name, if you called your kid Adolf, that's still bad. And if you had a second name of Hitler, that's still pretty bad
You
either.
sell a
Kim
lot of
Jong
tickets,
Hitler.
though.
my kid.
Do you know what I mean?
Get
If your
everything
name
in
was
there.
Raj Hitler, that's still pretty bad, isn't it?
Nah, there must be some Hitlers out there.
Well, there probably is, but do you know what I mean? That's not for this podcast, is it?
You know what I find like fascinating as well though is like, you know, when you look at like some people like Kanye for example, where you look at like the body of work that he started with and everyone loved him, and then you watch him slowly unravel in front of your eyes, like that would have happened with actual Hitler as well. Because when he imagine imagine like in real
He was
time.
only not as good as his first album.
The thing is, you have to detach Hitler with his philosophy.
This
His
is the art of the artist.
production was insane.
But this
No
is exactly
one
my
was doing it. He
point.
was filling out stadiums.
I've never seen anyone do a better speech than he. The way he garnered a crowd. Yeah.
Exactly my point. We do separate it because we still drive Volkswagens. You know what I mean?
We still wear
Maybe
Hugo
not.
Boss.
He didn't
Yeah.
make the Volkswagen.
Yeah, but he put it in motion.
Oh, we wear Hugo Boss, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mercedes.
like
But
when
he
he,
didn't make that stuff though. That's not his
Not with his
creation.
own
That's like
hands,
saying,
no,
like, you
through
can't listen
fear.
to like 2 Chainz or something because of
Well, what did
Kanye.
he do?
No, but it's like he was brought up with Kanye, like Kanye backed him and stuff like that. So it's like the idea of like, oh, you can't. That's an extension. Like,
But you mean the point I'm making is like if it's like so the people who voted for him and put him into power originally were like, oh, this guy's got some good political ideas and he's going to get us all jobs and he's building roads and he's building cars and whatever, and then to watch it in real time unravel into like, oh shit, no, I think we've made a grave error. Like the world.
The Germans backed him though. The Germans still backed him to the end though.
Well, yeah, because they were scared, I imagine. You don't want to go up against that man, do you? Like we did, granted, but if he's on your doorstep, you know what I mean.
You think you're gonna beat Hitler in a fight?
Oh 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So what are you worried about?
The army behind him, mate.
Yeah. Hitler,
more than anything.
You can smack him down in like Nuremberg or whatever in the last days with the Russians. It's a good time to come in that one. I think she was saying that Ori's here.
Yeah.
I thought it was Ori walking in while you're talking about beating up children in Nuremberg.
Nazi kids. Bang, bang, oh, bang.
You look like you like dressed for it as well today. This is my Nazi beating outfit.
Here he is, Mr. Ori Styler.
Cracking.
I mean, now wait.
We got like 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't.
Take your time. Right. I'll turn in the office.
There's a lot of stairs there, wasn't it?
I've been here loads of times.
Oh.
How you see?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. What's going on?
Yeah, you're good. Oh, cheers, bro. Thanks.
How's it going? You right?
You alright?
Yeah.
Right.
See you in a minute.
Just wrapping up this Hitler Stalin debate.
That's gonna be
Alright.
that's gonna be so confusing for everyone at home. But we're gonna leave it in.
Yeah, it's too long to take out.
Editing's long, isn't it? Editing is long.
To be honest, Ali, no one watches it this long. So it's fine.
Yeah, they watch the clips.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your favourite food though? So
Oh, that's what I was just thinking about that when he was talking about Kanye.
Of course you were.
I was just thinking about that the whole podcast.
I don't know, I don't know if I have a favourite food. Maybe butter chicken. Paneer.
Ooh.
I feel
Would
like
I call myself Adolf Hitler?
I was going to say I feel like that's
100%.
pretty easy to give you.
But when you said earlier Raj Hitler, I would go see a comedian called Raj Hitler.
Do you know how many
That's
tickets
a
I'm
sick
selling
name.
if I'm Adolf Hitler?
Yeah, but to what audience?
I don't give a fuck. I'm reclaiming the name.
Okay. They
The Adolf Hitler podcast.
Yeah. So you're gonna get a
Do you
load
think that's
of.
what the Germans will do in the end? Reclaim the name, like
There's
you
got
will
to be a
do
couple
with
Adolfs
anything.
running around, man.
Yeah, but it's bold, isn't it? And think about it: the people that you're going to attract by being like Adolf Hitler's doing a new show at Angel, work in progress, and then all these far right Nazis turn up, and you're talking about your
Work in
Indian
progress.
parents. They're
Yeah.
going to be like, I don't like any of this at all.
That's cool. They
Yeah.
paid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the problem?
Oh, you were going for Ali's model that you mentioned earlier, which is one and done. Get him in the door.
Bums on seat.
Yeah.
I'm not greedy.
Bums on seats. I'm going bigger venues. I might do Wembley Arena.
As Adolf Hitler. He's back. He's back for one night only. Adolf Hitler.
I'll tell you what, if we get 1 million subscribers, I'll deed poll my name to Adolf.
I done earlier. You were like, I'll
No, I
shave
won't.
my head, and
No,
now it's,
I
I will
won't.
change
It's
my
now genuinely
name.
becoming
to
a Nazi.
Adolf
I'll shave my
Hitler.
head and call myself Adolf Hitler.
I won't do that.
You're too Aryan to change your name to Adolf Hitler. It would look like a targeted, like a decision that you'd been thinking about for a while.
Yeah, but if it would sell tickets, I think he would put bums on seats.
So we're all just business minded
Yeah.
at this point,
Yeah, but
essentially.
imagine like other places, doctor surgery, restaurant reservations.
Oh, you're never getting turned down for a
People
table.
would think you're taking the piss though, wouldn't they? Really, more than anything.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Airports.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem, isn't it?
Letting you through airports as Adolf Hitler's quite funny.
I mean, I struggle
Why are you
as it
flying
is.
Warsaw again?
Trains.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're true as well. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Any others?
Nah, it's going to be
that's
some
it.
struggles though, isn't it?
I think I'd rather just give up my favourite food, to be honest.
What's your favourite food, Jason? Fry up.
It's probably Domino's.
What? That is...
I know it's dead. No, all right then. It's probably hot wings. It's something like that. It's something fried, like a fried chicken.
Something you can drink after you've been on the beers watching Forest all day, from the sounds of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what you've described
You can
there.
order half time after being 2-0 down.
But if it's
to
one
Bournemouth.
singular food, like it's not really that much to give up, is it?
Well,
Yeah.
like pizza.
Because you'll
You've got
find
pizza
something
or
else that's your
chicken
favourite.
wings
Yeah,
or something.
pizza. Like say I'll give up pizza because I like pizza, not specifically Domino's or
All right,
pizzas.
what if you had to be vegan? Would you then...
I'd
change
rather
your
just be
mind?
called Hitler.
Would you? Yeah, okay, cool. Just checking.
Vegan or Hitler. And up to the next round, vegan or Hitler.
You mad?
What you did, Jay? You changed your name? I can't be the only one that's changing.
Yeah, because I don't think like I don't look threatening or menacing. So I reckon people would just think I was trying to do like an internet prank or something. You know what I mean? I could play it off that way.
YouTuber.
Yeah.
I changed my name to Adolf Hitler for 2 weeks.
Exactly. And I'll come up with some zany thumbnail.
Yeah.
Which should probably involve a
But
bad
it's going to
moustache.
officially be.
Yeah.
As a joke, YouTube, why'd you take it down?
Yeah,
It
you
was a joke.
can't say anything anymore, guys.
And then you immediately get a show on GB News.
That is true, actually.
Can't call yourself Adolf Hitler nowadays.
Fucking white brigade, he cancelled me again.
Yeah. All I did was put a swastika on the thumbnail.
No. I'll write an article for Chortle and I'll have to put a message at the bottom about why they published it. That'd be the dream. We don't agree with this man's
That was
opinions.
so funny, though.
Wild.
That was so funny.
Wild.
It's like, yeah, we'll publish that. Yeah, no problem.
What's that? You hate all trans people? We'll publish it and then we'll out you at the end.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're changing your name?
A bit and a half.
What's your favourite food?
Gefilte fish, so I wouldn't want
Gefilte fish.
to. Yeah. It's a Jewish delicacy.
I weren't expecting that.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't really change it.
Give up all fish then. Give up all fish, yeah.
I do eat a lot of fish. Yeah, so.
Give up all fish, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Stick to chicken breast. Imagine hench Adolf Hitler. I'd just get on chicken breast and steroids and change my name
You're
to
quite
Adolf
hench though,
Hitler.
Joe. You're quite.
No.
You go gym a lot?
No. I do, but I don't do much when I'm there. You know what I mean?
You take selfies.
Yeah.
Well, I think if your name was Adolf Hitler, you probably have the gym to yourself. So.
Oh, God.
No, I think the Adolf Hitler podcast has legs. You should all do it. see what happens. Every week, catch up. How's your week been?
What shall we call it? Like the hit list or something like that?
Black eyes over the brick houses.
Yeah.
Man. What did you say? You changed your name?
I'd give up the steak.
Steak, yeah.
I'd give up.
So all red meat, is
Well,
that how
beef,
that works?
yeah, beef, I guess, yeah. Give up beef.
Mad.
Do that.
No, that's
But you would change your name.
Yeah,
I'd change my name.
Ali's giving up beef and we're getting into a whole lot of it if we change our names to Hitler.
I think people won't really care. They'll be like, oh, can I tell them why?
Because I didn't want to give up paneer. But then why are you racist? Oh, that's a different thing.
Do you reckon he had like a nickname, like Hitty or something like that?
Hitty.
Hitty would
Addy.
turn me.
Golf
Honestly.
man.
Golfer.
Hit boy.
Hit boy. He must have had some kind of alias. Surely they wouldn't have addressed him every time they saw him.
He did, Führer.
He
That was a pretty
Oh,
popular
yeah.
one.
What do you mean, surely they wouldn't have dressed him? He's quite a chill out guy, wasn't he, I thought?
He can take a joke.
Do you reckon it was though behind closed doors?
I reckon he was a piece of shit.
He'd walk on the streets of Munich like Bielsa used to walk around loose. Everyone go, hey! Legend! Führer! I'm just picking up some veal, lads. Just a normal guy like you guys. Keep up the fight. White is right, remember, guys. Hey, let's go. You know? Something like that. Be all right. But yeah, you guys, Hitler, I think that for the next episode would be good.
You know what the mad thing is as well? That it wasn't it 51% of people
Yeah, it was
said they'd
51 to
change their
49.
name?
Oh yeah, that's
Wow.
which way did it go?
The way that it went was that 51% would change the name to Hitler.
Yeah, it's my people. See?
That's your followers.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
That's my
They didn't
people.
read the
Closet
second part.
Nazis.
Would you rather give up your favourite food?
Yeah, they didn't read the food bit. They just went, would
I
you
don't
change your
think-
name to Hitler? Yes, yes.
I don't think. I
I've
don't
been
think.
waiting for this question.
Sending pictures of the documents done at Lord
Yeah.
Raj.
I don't think many Nazis would follow me. To be fair.
Also, your big issue would be like Deed Poll can reject requests.
Can they?
If you sent them a letter saying I want to change my name to Adolf Hitler, they would flat out reject it.
Would they?
You have to give a reason as well to why you're changing your name.
Nah,
It's a
that's
Deed
not
Poll.
true.
Deed Poll just a website where you can legally change your name
Yeah.
easily.
I know someone that changed their name to Juan because they were drunk.
Yeah, but Juan is a real name.
Yeah, but,
like Adolf
female,
Hitler
it
is
was a female.
blacklisted.
Again to Adolf Hitler, thinking Adolf Hitler's crazy. How about this? I may change his name to Juan.
One with the accent as well.
Just so they didn't have to give up Subway sandwiches.
She changed her name to Juan
Okay.
Fair.
because she was drunk.
What was her name before?
I'm not saying that.
Adolf Hitler.
But nah, they just do it. They don't ask for a reason, surely.
We'll try it then.
Shall I try
Well,
it?
that's the next poll, isn't it?
Anyway, yeah, if you want to tune in next week, guys,
We'll fucking try it, mate.
He will try and change his name.
You got one of those screen guards so people can't see your phone.
Yeah, can you not see it?
Nah,
Sick.
it's good, man. I like that. I mean, it's keen. It's good. my mate has that as well.
Because of all the far right Reddit pages.
yeah. He's actually he's on the forum on the forum right now, being like, another day humiliated by the woke elite. We will rise again, boys. Meet me Thursday at midnight.
No, he's up there going, I've got 2 more. I've got 2 more, boys.
Oh, right.
Fuck you all.
Are we wrapping this up?
Yeah, wrap it up.
Right, okay, so basically, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in again. I was just thinking about Hitler. Thanks to Ali Woods who's came on this week.
Yes, thank you, Ali.
No worries at all.
I'm sure he'll be back next time we come up with a really interesting and insightful question.
Yeah. This isn't going out, right?
No, it's not. This is
only the clip of you saying white is right towards the end.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's only going out to the far right. That's the only place it's going.
It's the natural trajectory. I'm a comedian. Try hard. Don't get anywhere. Give up. Claim everyone's racist. Get a show on GB News.
Exactly. Yeah, and then I'll earn a few quid. Thanks, Raj. Thanks, Joe. Like, subscribe. We'll see you next week. Cheers.
This has been The Word on the Streets. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.